Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing fine today. This is Eugene from Kenya. We're going to react about who's the true Jesus between black Jesus and white Jesus. In this video, we're going to see Dr. Joshua Maponga, and we are going Bishop Joshua Maponga. We are going to see what he says about this religion, because there have always been controversies between who is the white Jesus and who is the black Jesus and who is the true Jesus on this reason. So let's watch this video and as we react on it.
And many Christians, some of you are watching me right now, you are mad. You're getting angry. You're getting worked up. Because I am saying that I don't believe in a white Jesus with blue eyes. No, you cannot say that. You are denying Jesus. Why did you allow the white people to make a white idol and you never complained? Now I'm saying it, you are getting angry. Why are you angry? You are not angry with me. You are angry with yourself. That you have been lied to for a long time, and for the first time you meet information on your face, and it's causing lots of what we call here psychological misunderstanding, cognitive dissonance.
Okay, let's start the video from a start. Seems the video started with, let's start the video. Let's go.
And many Christians, some of you are watching me right now, you are mad. You're getting angry. You're getting worked up. Because I'm saying that I don't believe in a white Jesus with blue eyes. No, you cannot say that. You are denying Jesus. Why did you allow the white people to make a white idol and you never complained? Now I'm saying it, you are getting angry. Why are you angry? You're not angry with me. You are angry with yourself. That you have been lied to for a long time, and for the first time you meet information on your face, and it's causing lots of what we call here psychological misunderstanding, cognitive dissonance in more professional psychological language. It's your own conflict in your own mind with your own belief system. Decolonize God. Number two, decolonize humanity. We cannot be taken only as Africans who don't have a soul. We are Africans. We are Al-Kebalam. We are Bantu. And for this reason, when they tell us that you are slaves, you are less than nothing. Africans are animals. Africans are this. Africans are this. This dehumanizes us. And if we are to use the Bible as a text, it says we are created in the image of God. And if therefore we are animals, then God is an animal also. If we are stupid, then God is stupid also. And if we are less than human, then God is also less than human. Because what we say, we are in the image of the one who created us. Then we look like the one who has created us. And he who insults me, insults the one who has created me and has made me to be what I am. Therefore, an African must also have permission to identify with a God that looks like him. Yes, Buddhas in China, they can talk to their own Buddha. And
Okay, understanding the context is like most of us Africans, especially growing in an African household, we grew knowing that Jesus is white, and even the paintings that we have in our houses until today, we have some people who still puts those painting of Jesus, white Jesus, in their walls. And so Bishop Joshua Maponga talks about Africans being in a psychological situation called cognitive dissonance. Understanding cognitive dissonance is a situation where a person is some kind of in guilt for doing something. They know that it's wrong, but they still do it, and then they feel like, it's something which is mental, So it's like you're doing something and then you feel like you're guilty for doing it. And so this is happening with Africans accepting some of Africans who grew knowing that Jesus was white. So understanding this context, I believe it's also important for we black folks understanding the reality of what's happening around us and accepting the changes, because the truth is out there. That's okay. Some people say that Jesus was neither black nor white. He was somebody somewhere in the middle. So let's hear what Joshua Maponga still says about this issue.
The white people can create their own Messiah also, that blue-eyed boy, and hang them around. That's for them. Yes. So what's wrong if he's an African? And if it does not matter whether Jesus is black or white, then can we please have a Chinese one? Can we please have an Indian God also? Because it does not matter. Then all of a sudden, no, we cannot make him anything except white. Then you are giving white people an unnecessary privilege to terrorize the rest of us with their white concept of superiority. which translates itself into politics. We shall conclude there. Then thirdly, we need to decolonize and deconstruct the Messiah, the whole picture of Jesus. If you have a Jesus in your house, a white picture of a Jesus in your house, please burn it. That's a demon that is in your house. If you have a book that has a white picture of a white Jesus on it, please burn that book. Those are white demons. If you have a small little cross on your neck that is hanging with a white Jesus on it, that small little blue-eyed boy, burn it. That is a demon you are carrying in yourself. And we cannot, as black people, be calling on white demons to oppress us and invoking them, calling these white spirits to come and have superiority over us. The true God of the Bible was not a white man. Madagascar is 100 and something, 200 kilometers away from Africa. It's part of Africa. Yet North Africa, which is Israel, is separated by the Suez Canal and is not part of Africa. And this canal was dug a few days ago.
Yeah.
Are you okay in your head?
Makes sense.
We are on the same platonic stone, Africa and Middle East. And God created a garden east of Eden. Therefore, Africa is Eden. We need to decolonize this Jesus story and throw away a white Jesus with his idols. I don't believe in a white movie star from Hollywood who is supposed to have come around and saved me from my sins. How can a white boy with blue eyes die for Africans when they cannot even share land with us? Show me one white man who has died for a black man. Show me one white man. 20
Sankofa? Tell me what the meaning of Sankofa. I've never came across the word Sankofa. I don't know what it means because looking at this picture, it's a picture that I see it most in rosaries that we do have. Actually, by religion, I'm a Catholic, and this is a picture which I can relate with, and I've seen it since my childhood. And thank you so much for those people who are decolonizing the minds of Africans, letting them to know the truth, what's happening outside there, the truth that every black person needs to know, because everything that we've been sold turns out that it's not the truth. And even the religion itself, it's compromised. And most of it, we've seen even the religion, even the Bible, supporting the white supremacy. We're having the white Jesus, and Satan is a black person, you know. So relating this with black people covers the stereotypes of black people being bad people, black people being associated with darkness being associated with bad things, and that's satanic, you know. So yeah, I think Joshua Maponga is doing quite a commendable work to decolonize the mind of Africans, and this also shows the role of religion in telling the truth in the society. We're seeing people like Bishop Joshua Maponga coming out and talking about these things. And we as black folks across the world, especially in Africa, because we are mostly affected, our population is not well educated about this, because we're still going in our churches, especially Catholic churches, where we see these people hanging big pictures of white Jesus, Mary, and all those, all those people. You know, it is only one religion called Legio. I don't know. They portray the Jesus as a black Jesus. Yeah, it's a Legio, it's a Legio Maria kind of denomination, sub-religion in Africa. So it's commonly amongst the Luo, and they share quite similarities with Rastafaris because they also have somehow black Jesus. So I believe there is some reality, there is some truth outside here that these people try to deny us as black people. So let's continue watching.
55 million people dead in the sea on their way to America for slavery. 15 million people dead in Congo. 25 plus 15, 40 million plus people dead. And all their blood means nothing except the blood of a white boy. If you are going to do theology, do it correctly. Do it correctly and give me an option. If I want to believe in a white Jesus, I'll believe in a white Jesus. If I want to believe in a black Jesus, I'll believe in a black Jesus. But if you want to be true to the biblical text, then be honest as theologians. And I'm embarrassed to be sitting here as a theologian together with some of my theological friends who have gone to school to study, and when you come out of school to study, we actually continue to promote the wrong theology and push it in front of our own people. We have become the colonizers ourselves, Uncle Toms, who are sitting on the conscience of our people, which is wrong. Which is wrong. How do you sleep at night taking money from widows and orphans? How do you sleep at night taking money from people who cannot afford food and bread because Jesus will bless them? For the past 15 years they've been giving their offerings to you and their lives have not changed. What is the problem? Because you don't have faith. You don't have faith. When Amfundis, do you have faith in collecting money from us? So we need to understand and deconstruct the whole picture and ideology of this white Messiah. And as long as we worship a white Messiah, my submission to you is that we are not worshiping the truth of the text. This is an academic exercise we're doing here. If you want to be true to the text, please, I bought a can of Coke. Can I drink the Coke? Can I drink the Coke? Don't tell me just drink as long as you are drinking. I said I want Coke. Therefore, remove the unnecessary iconography. And when you get more academic and you study the Kemetic religion to find that issues of the Trinity, the Mother and Son, all these things are actually way found in Kemet before even the Bible was written. And the Kemetic history is older than the Bible. Then I leave to you who are academicians. Since Jesus grew up in Egypt, when he came back to teach them after 12 years, from which school was he coming from and who had taught him? That's for you who are more advanced in your spaces of study to now to do a comparative study between the biblical text and Kemetic text and see the similarities and authenticate which one is older than the other. Then position your theology correctly. That's what life is all about. And ultimately, when you come there, you decolonize God, decolonize humanity, decolonize the Messiah, decolonize salvation. Stop selling religion. Stop selling hope to the people. Give people practical solutions. Buy farms. How do you buy a factory and then convert it into a church and people come inside and they're praying for employment? Buy the factory. Create jobs. Then from the money from the factory, you can build a church. That's common sense. We need to deconstruct, decolonize the church. And we stop being centers of embarrassment, centers of shame, centers of debauchery, centers of mischief, centers of licentiousness, centers of witchcraft, centers of perjury, and centers of corruption in the name of religion. And you don't want it to be spoken about, by the way. Ministers get very touchy. They get very touchy. They don't want it to be spoken about because you are bringing the body of Christ into disarray. There's no body of Christ that is so rotten and evil like this. We need to fix these things as Africans because Christianity has become a partner of colonialism. I'll say it again. Christianity has become a partner of colonialism. Why am I saying that? Because after colonizing us, they were drinking coffee together. They never stood to oppose colonialism. They were benefiting from it. All your cities here have churches that are standing. The church right now in Africa owns more land than many businesses. Because they were in harmony with the government. May we have some land, please? They were given land. May we have some land? They were given land. Did they even condemn that what they were doing was wrong? The church was benefiting. Even now, there are churches that are still benefiting from colonialism. I'm not ashamed to say this. Even the church that I come from, my own church, is still running on the lines of segregation. Whites worship alone, blacks worship alone. We cannot even unite because of racism. The racism, is it biblical? No, it's not biblical. But the church will not stop it because it is founded on the principles of racism and segregation. And now all of a sudden, some other white man from Europe wants to come and run a seminar in Britain of how we must manage racism. How can a racist come and teach us how not to become racist? How can a colonizer come and tell us how to decolonize ourselves? How do you have a conversation with yourself as an abuser of the system? Now you want to come and tell people how to manage and tolerate abuse. How can you be so narcissistic as an organization? that you become so insensitive to the needs of the people that it is a conversation by yourself. You colonize the black people, you abuse the black people, you come around a few days later, you want to help the black people to tolerate and manage the colonialism that you gave to them. Are you okay in your head? When you finish abusing a person, when a person is abused, the most horrible thing you can do after raping someone is, oh, let me help you to clean up. Please, leave me alone. You've done what you wanted to do. Can you just get away from here? Let me find love and comfort from people that care for me, and I'll clean up my wounds. And when I am finally clean, and I come back to you and I want to deal with you, you did what you wanted to do, and you walked away. When I come back and I do to you what I want to do, you don't have the right of telling me what to do and what not to do. This is where colonialism and politics fail to understand. The colonialist came here. The oppressor came here. They took land, raped the women, destroyed the infrastructure, destroyed our culture and everything else. Then they give you a democratic system with a constitution to help you to manage how to repair yourselves. We can...
By the way, make it make sense. Why would a person, group of people who molested Africans, took us as slaves, then come to us and started to preach for us Christianity, preach for us change, preach for us hope, preach for us that we have a future, and then at the same time, if we have churches, we are being separated. We are not being put in one church. We have church of blacks and church of whites, still reflecting the segregations which were going on in the colonial times. This really shows a lot of things about how messed up Christianity / colonialism, because both came at the same time. You heard very well Bishop Joshua Mapanga saying that after the discussion of bringing Christianity, spreading what we call evangelism, what the missionaries were doing, they sat down in the tree discussing how they can divide Africans, how they can colonize Africans in the name of Christianity. So this is an hypocritical situation that I know most of us are not ready to talk about, but I'm so glad that our brother is really talking about this. And it is in the light in the 21st century that even the children, African children who are being born, let them know the truth. Let's stop putting them in the same reading indoctrination of the same things which we went through while we never know. Let them know who is the true Jesus. Let them know what is reality behind Christianity. Let them know the truth behind everything which is happening. Let them understand theology of everything, the existence of life, who is God. Let them know the reality. Let's stop putting them into crap things that we Africans, we also went through before.
Not tolerate that. You have done what you want to do as Europeans. Step aside. Allow us as black people to decide what we want to do with you. You can't be an abuser and be a judge of the same abuse again. Does this make sense, good people? Maybe I'm losing my mind, people. Help me here. Does it make sense? I'm a recovering abused child of Christianity. I'm recovering from the white nonsense that had been pumped into my head from 0 to 52, waiting and hoping for this white guy to come and assist me. How do you sell me such a horrible thing all my life? And in the morning when I wake up and say, I have had enough of this junk. No, you can't be saying that. You can't be talking like that because you're being insensitive. No. Allow me. If I want to cry, let me cry. If I want to scream, let me scream. If you think I've lost my head and I've lost my mind, it's none of your business. Allow me to recover the way I want to recover. Even if I want to walk away from Christianity, it's none of your business. Why are you angry? Because you want to become a groupie. Oh, he is still with us. He is still with us. He's still with you where? Still with you where? When I'm with you, what difference does it make? I want to conclude by saying, I'm not saying leave Christianity. I'm not saying leave Islam. I'm saying all the instruments of religious meeting places must be converted into instruments of changing and transforming the society.
True.
We need, therefore, to deconstruct God, decolonize Him. We need, therefore, to deconstruct and decolonize humanity, deconstruct Christianity, deconstruct the Christ Messiah Himself, deconstruct ecclesiology, church itself, deconstruct ecclesiology and eschatology. Stop selling people things that are in the heavens because you have failed to make them relevant on earth. Teach people to work. The Bible says, occupy till I come. Work and labor. We cannot teach escapism, where people are waiting for the clouds to open and they disappear to heaven. And by the way, many people want to go to heaven. They don't want to go to heaven because they are saved. By a Lord, too much debt. So they want to go disappear to heaven and they don't want to pay things that are here. Then I remember the other song by the other guy, when you get to heaven, you find the devil waiting for you. And when you are not going in, let's go backwards. You cannot run away from earth because of debt. All no men, nothing except love. We have been given land, we've been given crops, we've been given life. Let us make the best of what we have right now. Let heaven and theology be actually the blessing of a fruitful life in the now. Then we can also wait for the second coming of Jesus with beautiful cars, with beautiful homes, looking nice also. Why must we be singing the song, take the world, but give me Jesus? You give away land and you receive Jesus. Hey, I don't want the Jesus. I want the land also and the Jesus. I want both. Why must I lose one? Take the world, but give me Jesus. Something is not right here. If you are bringing it, bring it together. Bring me the land, and then we can talk Jesus when I'm sitting on my land. That for me is common sense. And when our governments can begin to understand that the politics we are struggling with is actually theology. Because people, as they believe, they behave. Right now, when they are looking at you, church is one of the biggest political parties. Ask me why do I say that? Because it disengages people from common events of the community. They have nothing to do with the government. They have nothing to do with anything else. All they love is Jesus. And this is the thing of women, by the way. Me, I love Jesus. I love Jesus. I love Jesus. You can never say you love your husband. You can never say you love your children, but you love Jesus. I love Jesus with all my heart. You are going to be miserable the rest of your life. They come to us. I've been left with the bishop for years. Women come to us here. They kneel in front of us. Hey, bishop. Hey, stop wasting my time kneeling in front of me. Go and kneel in front of your own husband. How can you only trying to be nice to pastors and you're not nice to your own homes?
Yeah, you saw that. So I believe that this message that Joshua Maponga has provided for us, it's important for black folks across the world, and they need to know the truth, because that's what's really, really important here, because most of the time we've been sold the things which are not right to us. So tell me what you think about this situation in the comment section. Until then, peace, love, and harmony. Let's meet on my next video. Salute.